welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how scales work and the different flavors of the major versus the minor tones, okay? You know, your roots, your thirds, your fifth, what that all means. We're going to use a guitar. And then I do also have a whiteboard lesson we'll be doing on this as well, okay? So let's get into it. When you have we're going to use the G major scale, but it doesn't matter. You can use any scale. When you have a major scale, you have some increments that determine that it's major. So let's start off with a G major scale. You've got the root note, which is a G. All right. If you do a whole step, you get the next note would be an A. And how a major scale is whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. All right. So we've got a whole step, G, A, to a B is another whole step. So you got whole step, then you have a half step, then another whole step to the D, another whole step to the E, another whole step to an F sharp, and then a half step back to that octave of the G. And by having the whole step, you've got two whole steps to that third. That makes it a major. If it was only a half step and it was a flat, it would be a minor. Hear the difference? That's a minor third. All right. In your fifth, and all chords are made up. The basic chord is a root, your third, and then your fifth. That's a G. That's a G chord. All right, your fifth. What we call a perfect fifth. And a minor chord also has the same fifth, the root and the fifth. The only difference is that third, whether it's major or minor. Okay? So the other differences on a major scale, you also have a flattened sixth and a flattened seventh. So you would have G major is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, back to the G. A G minor would be G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, which is your flattened sixth. Your F, which is a flattened seventh, back to your G. Hear how it sounds sad and minor versus it's different. You have a flattened third, flattened sixth, and a flattened seventh. The nice thing to remember is in the major scale versus the minor, the root, the fourth, and the fifth are the same. So the G, C, and D in a major minor, you have those same notes. The only thing different is the B is now a B flat, the E is the E flat, and your F sharp is now an F. So that's the difference, okay? It's good to remember that. Like I said, especially when you're building chords, you start branching out and you want to know what tones, like what I typically do is you can lay these out, and I'll do that on the whiteboard and explain so you can learn how to build a chord. But if you know your root, third, and fifth, you know how to make a G chord. You can be like, all right, and then I've got the root, the third, the fifth, and then I've got an open G, so I got another root. I got a B there, which is another third, and then I got an E, which isn't one of those, but I can add my finger there, third fret to that high E, and get another G, and now I've got a G major chord. And when you learn this, you can also change stuff up. You can also you can add the F note, and now you have a G 7, or G major 7 if you want to go with you can do a few different ways here. I don't want to get too deep into theory. G major 7, there's different things you can do once you understand how these scales work and how chords are built based off the root, the third, the fifth, the 7th, the 9th, the 11th, the 13th, all those extended chords you can start adding those notes in when you understand how these scales work. All right. So like I said, a major scale is a whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. And the minor scale is whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. That's the G. And you can do the same thing on the A. There's multiple different ways to play it. These are just, I'm just kind of explaining how the major scale versus the minor scale works on the guitar. And any music really. Like I said, I'll get the whiteboard out and we'll go through it so you can visualize it, but that's the difference. So like I said, chords are built to the 1, 3, 5. Your third determines if it's major or minor, whether it's that whole step, the 2 whole steps from the root, or it's 1.5 steps from the root. Okay, so that's the difference between major versus minor. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.